Hi, welcome back. So in earlier videos we have discussed about the trigonometric ratios, the sine, the cos, tangent and their inverse ratios. And later on we also studied about the unit circle and derived couple of identities. Now before we proceed ahead, let us try and attempt few questions on trigonometric ratios. So so this is the question where we are given the value of cos of angle B, and then from this we have to derive the rest of the five ratios. So what do we do is that let us draw a triangle. I'm sorry, let's take the line tool. Yeah, so first we will draw the triangle. Cool, looks good. So let's name the sides A, B and C. This angle, since it is a right angle triangle, this angle we know is 90 degree. This angle B, or angle ABC, or angle B, whatever you can call, is given to us. Okay. Now we are given the value of cos of B, the cos of the angle B. Now remember our mnemonic: Pandit, Badri, Prashad, Har, Har, Bole. You can use that Soka Toa as well, but I feel a little more comfortable with this. Now, what is perpendicular? So, what is the cos? The cos of given angle B would be base over hypotenuse, right? Now, what is the cos of B given to us? This is given to us as 1 over 3. So, from here we can take the value of B. Now, since this B over H is equal to 1 over 3, then what we can safely assume is that the value of base is 1 and hypotenuse is 3. Now, if we get this, the perpendicular side, we can derive all the three ratios from here, correct? Now, what is the Pythagoras theorem? The square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of squares of BC plus AC square. And what is hypotenuse? It's AB. AB square is equal to BC square plus AC square, right? Now, what's the value of AB here? This is the AB, right? Hypotenuse. The value of AB is 3. So, it becomes 3 square. What else we are given in the triangle? The BC, the base. What is the value? 1. Becomes 1 square plus AC square, the perpendicular which we have to find. Now let's solve this. AC square, let's bring it on the left side, is equal to the square of 3 is 9, and this 1 square means 1, and 1 goes on the left hand side. So in our equation it will come, actually it will go on the right hand side. It comes minus 1. So AC square becomes equal to 8, Hence, AC is what is the under root of? We'll take what? Find AC, we'll take under root on both sides. So AC square becomes AC. So let's write down. No harm writing one more step, little more words. Taking square root on both sides. I guess you guys are really you have done this the linear equations part, and you know that if we add something to on the left hand side and the same thing on the right hand side of the equation remains unchanged. Similarly, if in case we divide or multiply or do any other mathematical operation on the left hand side and the same operation on the right hand side, the equation remains the unchanged. Right? So we take square root on both sides. So what happens is this AC square becomes AC, and this is equal to under root of 8. What are going to be factors of 8? We could have straightway written the square root of 8, but again, I just want to go in a little more detail. Square root of 8 will be equal to square root of, let's factorize it, 4 into 2. And now we all know that square root of 4 is what? 2, because 4 is nothing but square of 2. So it becomes 2 comes outside, 2 under root 2. So most of the guys, who are watching this video or who may watch this video would be aware of this, that AC, the square root of 8 is 2 root 2. But again, as I said, there's no harm in writing a couple of more steps. So what happens is that now this side, AC, which was not given to us, now becomes known to us, which is 2 under root 2. So we have now the value of all the three sides. What all values we have? Perpendicular is 2 under root 2. Base is 1 and hypotenuse is 3. Now with this information, now we can easily find the rest of the trigonometric ratios. So let's change the color. Yeah, cool. So what is sine of B? What is sine of B? It is perpendicular over hypotenuse. Again, refer to this mnemonic if in case you don't remember. What is perpendicular? Perpendicular is 2 under root 2. What is hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is 3. So this is the value of sine of B. Now if we know the sine of B, then we have done it in the previous video, is the inverse or the reciprocal of sine of B, which is cosecant. How do we write it? Cosec of B is equal to 1 over sine B. And what is 1 over sine B? Is equal to 1 divided by this 2 under root 2, sorry, that's bad, yeah, 2 under root 2 divided by 3. Now how do we solve it? What happens is this 3 goes in the numerator, so it becomes 3 over 2 under root 2. Well, it was pretty evident by seeing it here, but again, there's no harm in calculating it. Then, what is cos of B? That is given. Cos B is equal to 1 over 3. One is it's given, otherwise, even in case maybe the question was some framed in a different way and we had to find cos of b and we were given sine of b, then again you can calculate from here the base of hypotenuse. The base is 1 and hypotenuse is 3. Anyway, it's given to us. And now we know that secant, the inverse of cos or reciprocal of cos is secant. And this becomes 1 over cos b, and this is equal to 1 over 1 by 3, and this makes secant is 3. Now third is the tangent. Tangent, again, you can follow the mnemonic that is perpendicular over base, or you can do sine theta by or cos sine b or cos b. So let's do it from the sine b or cos b. What is sine b? Sine b is, let's first write it out, what method we are going to employ. Yeah, we are going to write it is sine b over cos b, and sine b is what? 2 under root 2 by 3. We can use the division sign here, and cos b is what? 1 over 3, and which makes it as 2 under root 2 divided by 3. And when we change the sign from division to multiplication, what we do is that we take the reciprocal of this. We change because we are changing the arithmetical operator. It becomes 3. When this 3 cancels with 3, the answer is 2 under root 2. And if in case we were using base over hypotenuse, what is the base here? Base is 1 and hypotenuse is 2 under root 2. Oh, sorry, 3. Sorry, perpendicular. Sorry. Yeah. What is tangent? Perpendicular over base. Perpendicular is what? Come on, we just found it, right? Perpendicular is 2 under root 2. This is 2 under root 2. By 1, which is equal to 2 under root 2, and then the final value which we have to find is cot of b, and this is equal to 1 over tangent b, and this is easy, 1 over 2 under root 2. So we were given one trigonometric ratio, and from there we have been able to find the rest of the trigonometric ratios. Now here an important question arises. Let's come to our question itself. Yeah. Let's take this tool. Yeah. Now we were given cos of b, right? And it is a ratio, right? 1 over 3. What if the actual sides were 3 over 9? What if the actual sides were 3 over 9? Maybe that the base was 3 and the hypotenuse was 9. Would it really impact? The ratio still remains the same, 1 over 3. Okay. So the answer is that it won't impact, or it has not impacted, right? But why? So there is a theorem behind it. So after we do one more question, then we will try and work on that theorem as well. Okay. So let's write now one more example. Okay. So what we are now given, the examples we are going to take is that oh, where is it? If sine of theta is equal to a square minus b square divided by a square plus b square, then find the rest of the five trigonometric ratios. Then find all other five trig ratios. Let's solve it now. Now let's draw a little small triangle. It's running out of space. What are we given here? We are given the value of sine of theta. So what is theta? Theta is this angle. Now since we are dealing in A's and B's, so let's put the vertices as O, P, Q. Now what is sine of theta? Sine of theta is perpendicular over hypotenuse. Okay. So what is perpendicular from this given value? It is a square minus b square. Let us remove it from here. And hence, what is our hypotenuse? So this value is a square plus b square, and perpendicular is a square minus b square. Now first thing first is that we are going to find the base. To find the base, what we'll do is that again we'll use the Pythagorean theorem, which is a square plus b square whole square is equal to square of a square minus b square plus square of OP, which is our base. This is what we are trying to find it out first. Now, what do we do is that it is simple a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square. So what is a square? A plus b whole square is a square. So in this case, it becomes a raised to power 4 plus b square, which in this case becomes b raised to power 4 plus 2 into a square b square. Here it becomes a raised to the power 4 plus b raised to the power 4 minus 2ab. It is a minus b whole square, which is a square plus b square minus 2ab, which makes it a4 plus b raised to the power 4 minus 2 a square b square plus op square, and which makes op square is equal to, take all the values of a's and b's on the other side, a4 plus b4 plus 2a square b square. And what happens is that when we shift it from the left hand side to right hand side, right hand side to left hand side, what happens is that our sign changes. So this a4, which is positive here, when it goes to the other side, it becomes negative of a4. When b4 goes to the other side, it becomes negative of b4. Similarly, when minus 2a square b square goes to the other side, it becomes plus 2a square b square. So what happens is that this is positive a4, a raised to the power 4. Here we have got minus of a raised to the power 4. Both will cancel out. Here b4, b raised to the power 4, will cancel out with this minus b raised to the power 4. So what we are going to left with? We are going to left with 2a square b square and positive 2a square b square, which makes it equal to 4a square b square. And mind you, this is what? This is the value of square of the base. The square of the base. Okay. So what is OP square? Again, taking the square root on the both sides, what we get is OP is equal to twice of A into B. So what we have done is we have calculated the value of the base here, which is 2AB. Now again, let's find out the ratios. Let me see if in case we've got some space. No, we don't have much space left, so we'll squat it on the left side. Yeah, cool. It's kind of okay. We'll try to solve in this portion. Now, what is our hypotenuse? A square plus B square. So let's write the values here to avoid any confusion. Hypotenuse is equal to A square plus B square. What is our base? Base is what we have just found, right? Base is equal to twice of A into B. And what is our perpendicular? Again, that was the value which was given to us. A square minus B square. So we'll straight away write all the values of all the ratios here. Cos of theta base over hypotenuse. Again, what we are using is Pandit, Badri, Prashad, Har, Bole. So base over hypotenuse. What is base? Base is twice of A into B, and hypotenuse is A square plus B square. What is going to be tangent of theta? Perpendicular over base Perpendicular is what? A square minus B square, and this gets divided by base. And what is our cosecant theta? 1 over sine theta. Straight away now we can write it as A square plus B square divided by A square minus B square sec theta. Oops. It's really tough to write at the fag end of the screen. So it is 1 over cos theta, and cos theta is what? 2ab over a square plus b square, which makes it, I guess, let's find a little more space. This may not look good. Yeah. We've got good space now. Okay, cool. Now, let's write it. Therefore, secant theta is equal to 1 over cos theta. This equals to a square plus b square by twice of ab, and cot of theta is equal to 1 by tan theta, and this makes it equal to 2ab over a square minus b square. So early on, when you would have seen the question, you would have thought that it's a little painful, right? But if in case you are clear about this mnemonic or the value of the trigonometric ratios, and you do little steps, then things are not difficult at all. So practice couple of questions. We'll make one more video and we'll try to take little uh, complex trigonometric expressions to find the value in the next video. Thank you.